Here's a question for you. Is this string of hearts a succulent or not?
So a lot of people like the definition that succulents have water-storing tissue. Now, that's definitely true for this plant, but a ton of plants are going to store at least some water. So that's not really a very clear-cut definition for it. And this plant certainly has a lot thinner leaves and thinner stems than most succulents out there. Okay, let's think wider then. Does this plant come from a really dry climate where it's had to adapt to drought? Kind of. This plant's native habitat is all through southern Africa, and it does grow in rocky outcroppings and some pretty dry forests, but there are plenty of non-succulents growing in that habitat too, so still on the fence with that one. Okay, let's get a little more technical then. Does this plant use the super water-efficient form of photosynthesis called CAM? And yes, it does. Ceropegia use CAM photosynthesis. But once again, there are a ton of non-succulents that do that too, including pineapples and even some aquatic plants. So you may notice that all these definitions are a little bit subjective, and that's just because succulent is not a genetic family like cactus. It's more of a description, and it describes a lot of very different plants from all over the world.
So what do you think? Do you care for your string of hearts more like a leafy houseplant or more like a succulent?